Hey guys, happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. So excited to be here for our weekly teaching. Let me know how you're doing. Today we're gonna go into something that I think will help shift your mind and the way that you perceive reality, the way that you perceive yourself. And if nothing else, it will switch things up in your brain to start being more questioning of some of the things that you experience, see, have been told. So we've been on this core belief train. If you want to go back and listen to the last 3 episodes and really understanding how powerful our beliefs are. We've talked a lot, especially if you're in my private community, about the ability that we have to create worlds, to create new realities, to manifest, to be with. So today, not only am I going to talk to you about some of the modalities behind that, but I'm going to teach you a way that I like to tune in to the collective of the universe and bring more into my life. So when we were kids, I'm sure most of us heard the phrase, the world doesn't revolve around you. Let me know if you heard that phrase before as a child, or maybe you've said it to your own children or somebody in your life. The world doesn't revolve around you is the biggest lie that we've been told. Because of course it does. We are, each and every one of us, the center of our own universe. We are the only reason, each and every one of us is the only reason that anything exists in the world. And let me talk a little bit more about that. Our human vessels are an interworking of all of these different, what we call senses, our ability to hear things, our ability to smell things, our ability to taste things, to know things, to feel things. These senses are ways that we perceive. Each and every one of us has these senses to perceive the data that's coming in. Every single thing in the entire universe is simply energy. It's these beautiful complex vessels that bring all of that consciousness together so that we here in this human existence can experience all the different things. There's that old saying in philosophy, philosophers like to ask all of these questions, right? One of those old classic philosophy questions is, can you hear the sound of a tree falling if nobody's in the forest? No, there is no sound. Because sound requires something to reverberate off of, and it's your eardrum that sound reverberates off of and makes a clear perception for you to integrate that information. Oh, a tree just fell because that energy reverberated off this sense system, off of my eardrum, my ability to hear in human form, and it created that sound. I created the sound of the tree falling. When I look out my eyes, I see the sky, I see the coffee in front of me, I see the screen in front of me from my perception, the way that my vessel, my consciousness interprets that information so that I can use it here on earth. Everything around us is just energy. It's the exact same energy. It's just the different patterns in which that energy comes together. Alan Watts, one of my favorite philosophers, talks about how energy is all exactly the same. It's just the different patterns that we put it together. If you look at H2O, right? It's a different pattern of energy, but nobody can actually tell you what it's made out of. All it ever is the different patterns, the different ways in which the energy comes together. But it's all the same energy that created this vessel is the same energy that creates money. It's the same energy that creates the trees. It's the same energy that creates the ocean, but it's the different patterns in which that energy comes together, the different densities at which that energy comes together, the different ways that energy is perceived in our human vessel that brings it into tangible form. You are the center of the universe. The world does revolve around you, because without you and your ability to perceive it, it doesn't exist. And a lot of people have a hard time wrapping their heads around this because it requires responsibility, personal responsibility. And when I say responsibility, I simply mean the ability to respond to what's in front of you or what you want to create. We can create anything we choose with our minds. It's just those core beliefs that we've talked about for the last 3 weeks. They are the underwriting program. So we're here trying to perceive new things. I want to see $1 million in my bank account. I want to see a new lover. I want to see blank. But then we have this hard drive in here that's still programmed to see lack, to see loneliness, to see whatever the fuck it's programmed to see. And we sit here and try to tell ourselves something different. But until we go into those core beliefs and say, stop, I'm choosing to write a new code here. I'm choosing to see something different here. Until we do that, we're just going to keep seeing the same thing. And because we humans are so connected consciously, we talk about what we perceive. The sky is blue, and that is the programming that we use to perceive the color blue. Without the word blue, there is no blue. It's a label, it's a creation that we came up with to say what pattern of energy we see in the sky, the way that the colors come together in the sky. We perceive it, we create it. Stepping away from the norm of what we've been programmed to and teaching yourself something different, whether it be about money or health or love or life in itself, takes a lot, because you're stepping away from thousands and thousands and thousands of other people's perceptions as well. It can feel very lonely. It can feel very maddening to be able to write your own code for reality. But you do have the power. You do have the ability. You simply have to start doing it. So I'm going to teach you something that I use to create. Take a big, deep breath with me here. And if you're driving while you're listening to this, wait till you get home. Taking a big, deep breath, feet flat on the floor. I like to put one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly. And I just want you to envision the cosmos, the galaxy, any galaxy. It can be this galaxy that we've come to know here on Earth. It can be any figure of the galaxy that comes into mind. I want you to see stars and planets and meteors and whatever comes to your mind. I want you to feel into, see this galaxy. And as you breathe into this galaxy, I want you to let your whole vessel dissolve into it. Become part of the galaxy. See yourself a part of the blackness, a part of the stars, a part of the planets. Feel the energy pulsating through you until you're fully alive, until your whole body seems to vibrate. Now, remember, if you haven't done the work, the inner child work, the shadow work, the nervous system work to be able to sit in stillness, this is going to be a bit harder, but I'm pretty sure if you're here with me, you've done that. So really sitting in that stillness of all of the energies of the cosmos. You'll do this for like 5 to 10 minutes, however much you can hold. And then you pick something in your life, whether it's health, maybe you're having shoulder pain, maybe your foot's having an issue, maybe you want to create wealth, right? And I encourage starting with something that's in your zone of comfort. If you have a negative bank account and you do this with $1 million, you're not going to be successful because your vessel doesn't have the ability to hold that much energy at this point, because you've been still writing those programs of poverty and lack. Okay. So creating something that's in your periphery, whether it's healing in your body or a manifestation in real life. I want you to feel all that cosmic energy now pouring into your human vessel, still feeling the oneness of it. And as it pours into you, I want you to hyper focus all of your intentionality onto that one manifestation. Feel it being created before you. Know it in your heart that it's being created before you. And breathe as you step into gratitude and appreciation for what you're creating. And then you breathe and you sit in stillness for a moment and you go about your day, knowing that that's going to happen, whether it's the healing or the manifestation, it's going to be created. And you repeat that daily with all the things that you want. And that's just one simple way. Of course, there's so much inner work up until that point, but I know that you guys listening have done a lot of it. So starting with baby steps of what can I create? What can I feel into? What feels good to me right now? And as you do that, you're going to start to see a whole new world out there. You're going to start to have a whole new experience of life, an excitement, a thrill of all that can be, of all that can be created. There is nothing you can't do and nothing you can't have, nothing you need permission to go out and get. You are the master of your own universe. You're deserving and worthy and safe in asking for what you desire and receiving it. So take some big, deep breaths. Thank you so much for listening here today. If you haven't already listened to the core belief episodes, go back and do so. And if you want help and guidance moving through this, join our Quantum Creations community. You'll also get discounts on my upcoming event, Divine Union, where we actually are going to do a little bit of shadow work, marry ourselves, and come into divine union with the gods that we are. You'll get a beautiful discount on investment for that if you're in Quantum Creations already. So the links for everything can be found below. For all of you already in Quantum Creations, I hope you'll join me for Divine Union. It's going to be absolutely incredible. 11/11/22 is the date. Big deep breaths and plan on miracles. Have a beautiful day.